Hello students. So we have completed the problems on prisms, that is square prism, pentagonal prism and hexagonal prism. And I have also given one question on square prism as an assignment. Okay. So we will continue with one more problem now. Okay, that is called as cube, which is also related to prisms only, but more specifically it's called as a cube. Now what is the difference between a cube and a prism? Okay, cube is also a prism, but why specifically the name is called as cube and others are called as prism? Because you have the base height, right, the edges of the base. So if the base edges is equal to the axis height, then we call that as a cube. Okay, so in a cube it will have a base, a top face and 4 lateral faces, just like other prisms. But in case of any other prism, for example, we have gone through so many problems on prisms now, square prism, pentagonal prism, hexagonal prism. If you see, the top face and the bottom face will be same, right? But the lateral edges, vertical edges, they will be different in height. So we can differentiate from that height. Now what if the base height and the lateral height is same? For example, let's say the base height is 30 and the axis height is also 30. It is still a prism, right? But when you see that object, it will look similar from any direction. So any face can be a base, any face can be a top face. Okay, anyone can be a base, anyone can be a top face. So basically it's a 6-sided figure. Okay, it's a square, it has a square base and square top, and all faces are square lateral surfaces. So we call that as a cube. Okay, just remember this. So when we have, it's a prism only, but the axis height of the prism is equal to the side of the base, then we call that as a cube. Okay. So we will take a problem on cube. A cube of 40 mm sides rests on HP on an edge, which is inclined to VP at 30 degrees. Draw the projections when the lateral face containing the edge on which it rests makes an angle of 50 degrees to HP. So that is the question. So that means I have already explained you what is a cube. So cube means it will be having all sides are equal. So if you see the question carefully, they have not mentioned the height of the axis, isn't it? So if you see all the previous problems, whether it's a square prism or pentagonal prism or hexagonal prism, they will say the side of the base is so much and the axis height is so much. In this case, they have not mentioned, because there is no need to mention, because they have already said it is a cube. So whenever it is told that it is a cube, it is understood that 40 mm is the side of the base. That means the axis height is also equal to 40 mm. They will not specifically give you that axis height is 40 mm. It is understood because it's a cube. Okay. So it is resting on the edge. That is the condition. It is inclined to VP at 30 degrees. And what is inclined to VP at 30 degrees? The edge on which it is resting. Right. It is resting on the edge on HP. And on the edge which is resting on HP is inclined to VP at 30 degrees. And the lateral face, that means the vertical face on which the edge is resting, is inclined to 50 degrees to HP. So the problem is very simple, but don't make a mistake of drawing any other axis height. Keep axis height also equal to the side of the base when it's a cube. Okay. So now let us go to the problem. So you have to draw the XY line. Then the condition is resting on the edge. So make sure you draw your square like this. The side is 40 mm. Right, the side is 40 mm. Okay, so it will have a top face as well as a base. So we'll name this as ABCD and PQRS on the top. Alright, then we have to find the center to find the axis O1 and O2. Okay, O1 bracket O2 we have written. We have found out the midpoint of that. And A, B, C, D are the top faces. P, Q, R, S is the bottom face. So when you are seeing from the top, what face you are seeing actually is P, Q, R, S, and the base is A, B, C, D. The top face is A, B, C, D and the base is P, Q, R, S. That's why it is written in the bracket. So we will project it upwards, and then we will take the axis height. How much is the axis height here? It should be equal to 40. This is not given in the question. Please understand, it's a cube. So when do we call it as a cube? When the base side is equal to the height of the axis or the height of the vertical lines. Alright, then it is called as a cube. In case of 40, if it was 50, then it is not called as a cube, it is called as a square prism. Understand, no? If the axis height was 50, if it is not equal to the side of the base, then we will call that as a prism. Otherwise, even the base and height and the axis height is equal, we call that as a cube. So we will project the remaining lines. Okay, so we will get the front view, do the namings. Q dash is in the front, R dash is in the front, right? Two edges are in the front, that's why they are not in the bracket. P dash and S dash, they are in the bracket because they are in the back side. Okay, so now what is the condition here? The condition is the lateral face on which it is resting, that is R dash bracket S dash, it is resting on this edge, R dash and S, this edge, right? So the face containing that edge means this face, this line should be inclined at 50 degrees to HP. That is the condition. So it is very simple. Take this line and make it inclined at an angle of 50 degrees. Okay. So we'll go to the next line. Face is inclined to 50 degrees to HP. Okay. So as I mentioned here, this face, I hope you all can see this, right? This face, this is inclined at 50 degrees. So this height is 40, we know that. So we will keep R bracket S dash, R dash bracket S dash in the XY line. From there, we will take 40 mm length at an angle of 50. Alright. Then we will draw the 90 degree line here, and then we will join this. Okay, this base is also 40 only, right? But anyways, we will measure the distance in the compass and you can draw this line. This line also will be same, and then you can join. That will complete the second front view after you do the namings. Okay, so the namings is done. So now we have to get the top view. The rules will remain the same. Okay, you have to project these things downwards and you have to see which is visible. So obviously when you see from here, this face is visible, that is ABCD is visible, PQRS will not be visible. But anyways, whatever comes on the boundary has to be drawn first, then the top face has to be drawn, then whatever is left out will be hidden. Okay, so let us do the projections. Okay, so the projections are done. So as I told you, the top face is visible. Okay, that is A, B, C, D is visible, projected properly downwards. Okay, then we are joining the outermost boundary. This is the boundary, isn't it? So in this case, it's all looking similar, but please remember that this part is the outermost boundary, this square, and then projections of this AB will fall here. So this is the top face, so that is visible. Okay, the base will come here, this line. We have not marked it yet, but the base will come here. Okay, so now we can very clearly see that D, A, P, Q, B, C are the outermost boundary. A, B, C, D is the top face. P, Q, R and S, which you are drawing now, is hidden line. So all the lines are connected, isn't it? Only thing is that there are no other slant edges anywhere because most of the edges are coming all in the boundary itself. P to A, Q to B, B to C, everything is in the boundary. So this completes, and axis has to be drawn. Remember that O1, O2 has to be drawn as an axis line. So this will complete the second view. Okay, I think it's quite simple. Here you don't have to do much of work. All the projections will come. You will find the individual points, join the outer boundary. Top face is ABCD visible. Then PQRS is on the base. So whatever comes on the boundary is visible. Remaining line is only S and R. So that has to be done as a hidden line. Then we will go to the next condition. Base edge is inclined to 30 degrees to VP. So which is the base edge? Which edge are we talking about? Can you tell me? It is resting on which edge right now? It is resting on this edge. RS. Can you see here? RS is on the XY line, no? So it is resting on R dash S dash edge. That means it is resting on this edge, R and S. So in the question it is said that edge on which it is resting, no, the base edge, that is inclined at 30 degrees to VP, not the axis. So what do you have to do now? So we have to make sure that this line RS will be inclined at 30 degrees to VP. Okay, so first let us draw the 30 degree line. Okay, I have taken the 30 degree line this side. Okay, now I will place this RS line on this particular 30 degree line somewhere here. Okay, this is very easy to construct compared to all others, very easy. RS you will place it here. Okay, so you get the point S here, S here and R here, right? So from that point you will draw one perpendicular line. So S, if R is coming here, you will draw a perpendicular line. S is coming here, you will draw a perpendicular line here. Okay, then this RS line is equal to AB, PQ as well as DS. So once you get this distance, you can join these lines and you can get the view directly, isn't it? So I don't think construction of this would be very much difficult because you already got the points. So you get the points S and R. So once you get that distance S and R, from S you draw a 90 degree line, from R you draw a 90 degree line. Then take the corresponding distance from S to A, then from A to P how much in the compass. Okay, so that is from here. Just check from S to P what is the distance, keep it at S and cut it on this 90 degree line whichever you have drawn. Similarly measure from S to D how much, cut it on the line. So once you get these three lines A, P and D, just draw 90 degree lines to that, isn't it? So you will get all the remaining points. Okay, so now we have to get the final front view. So again there is no need to ask about which will be visible. This portion is downwards, this portion is upwards. So this portion whatever is there, PQ RS will be visible and the top portion will be hidden. Okay, so we will project the points here, but be careful while projecting. Okay, don't be in a hurry to project the points. One by one we will project. First project P and find where is P dash, then project Q, find out where is Q dash, project R, find out where is R dash, project S and find where is S dash. So we have found all the 4 points, P dash, Q dash, R dash and S dash. And as I told you, since it is lying downwards, it will be visible, right? So it will be visible. Next what we have to do, we have to find the top face. Projections from A, see it's very close to each other. Okay, so please make sure you draw it properly. A, B, C and D. Projection should go from A, B, C and D. Find where is the top face A, B, C, D. Okay, we have located the axis O1 and O2. Then find the top face A, B, C and D. Okay, so joining the outermost boundary as I have told you. So outermost boundary will be this part. Okay, that is A, P, S, R, C, B and A. This becomes the outermost boundary, isn't it? So that will be always visible, this portion. Since the base is visible here, if this line PQ is visible and RQ is also visible, obviously this line is also visible. So this part everything is visible. So whatever is left out is A to D and D to C, isn't it? So that part will be hidden. Okay, so now we can see that the animation has quite come a little different here, but I hope you understand. So P, S, R, C, B, A, this becomes the outer boundary first, this part. Then since the base is visible, right, PQ and QR, so line joining from that is always visible, correct? So what is left out? A to D and D to C. This should be hidden. If this is hidden and if this is hidden, line joining from that is also hidden. Okay, so is that understood? So this is quite easier cube problem. So in this you need to remember only one thing, that whenever you have a cube, the base edge and the axis height is same. Remaining procedure is all same. There is nothing much to explain on this. Okay, so this is how you do the cube, construction of a cube. All right. Okay, so I will stop here, and please complete your assignment which I have given in the previous video. Right after the hexagonal prism, I have given you a question on square prism, right? And I want you to complete that and submit it today itself. Okay, this problem I have done after that. Okay, so that there is a time for 1 week for you, so that I want you to complete these many problems and submit. Okay, so we will need one more class to finish projection of solids. In the next class we have to do another problem on cube, and there is one more thing called as tetrahedron. So I'll tell you what is cube and what is tetrahedron in the next class. Cube 1 we have done, one more problem plus tetrahedron in the next class. All right, so I hope you will do all these problems whatever I have told till now in the sketchbook and complete it by next Friday. Okay, thank you.